Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, no special intro needed. This is the Heavy Hitters Live coming to your city. I'm your host, K Styles, aka the Six Man. Um, I gotta go get my glasses because this shit look blurry as hell. My bad, you. Uh, Speaking of that, we got the minister Jew Talk Sports in the building right below me, and to my stand right, you know him as the Don's favor, aka El Grande in the building,
Knowledge is power.
and we have a special guest that's joining us representing the Buffalo Bills. We got Rev in the building, brother. What's going on, man? What's going on with you?
Man, hey, I'm chilling, bro. I appreciate y'all having me on, man. Let's get this thing popping. Bills Mafia,
Oh
let's get it.
yeah. There you go. He already got the energy. That's what I'm talking about.
Hey,
Hey,
man.
we,
Hey, yeah, I'm ready for it.
all right. So, like I said, man, if you're new to the heavy hitters, make sure you go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the notification buttons on the channel, where we usually have our weekly football discussions with the opposing fans. But guess what, y'all? This is going to be a fun discussion because both teams have had history of absolute bad luck. But before we get to that part of the conversation, man, Ram, let the people know, man, where they can find you, where they can plug you up at, so they can go ahead and go and subscribe to you right quick before we start, man.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. Yeah, so hey, you guys, yeah, y'all man, you see my ad right here. Follow me on this at Rev on the mic. And you can also follow me, man, on Twitter. Hit me up, man. Rev Raider Rev Show as I can, man, every week. So matter of fact, I just dropped some recorded. I'm about to hit it probably later on tonight. So y'all stay on the lookout for that one. I appreciate you guys, man.
All right. We appreciate that, man. Like you said, man, you're gonna get a follow from the crew. Might get a you gonna we gonna definitely make sure you get a follow from the people watching. So to start this show off, man, I know Buffalo just recently just had a game here recently. I want you to explain to the people, man, as Bills Mafia, man, how do y'all feeling about the Buffalo Bills season so far? What's your take on that, man?
All right, so all right, now I'm not like probably like your typical Bills fan. All right, so I'm one of the fans, man, that tries to be as objective as possible. Okay. And I'm gonna say it like this. I'm happy that the Bills are 4-1. I wish we were 5-0, but we'll get into that a little bit later on. However, though, I am concerned about the Bills going forward because I'm looking at some deficiencies on this team, specifically on the defense, that I don't think there's any way they're gonna fix in this year. So they got exposed by the Patriots, and I don't think it's gonna get any better going forward. Now we got Josh Allen, so as long as you got 17, you got a chance. But for the long haul, for us, it's all about the playoffs and trying to make that run for the Super Bowl. I'm not too sure if this defense, man, is solid enough for us to make a run.
Mm, mm,
That's how
mm,
I'm feeling
mm,
about
mm.
it.
Okay, yeah, Josh Allen, the current reigning MVP. Yeah. Hey, man, Jim, how you feel? Like you said, how you feel? How you feeling about Buffalo so far, man? After what we're talking about, man.
Yeah. To be honest, I think the Bills right now, if you look around the league, I really feel like it's wide open right now because, the teams that have been the powerhouse teams like the Ravens, They're struggling. They're 1-4, I think, something crazy like that. The Kansas City Chiefs are struggling. So to be honest, I really think that the Bills are like it's wide open. They have a chance to be they're Super Bowl contenders. As he mentioned, as long as they got Superman and Josh Allen, you know, and as long as those guys around him step up, I really feel like they have what it takes to win because there's a lot of injuries out there just in general. So the teams that are usually the teams that are standing in their way, which is Kansas City in Baltimore, both of those teams are struggling right now. So I really feel like it's wide open. Like if there were any year that the Buffalo Bills could get to the Super Bowl, I think that this might be their best chance because all of the other teams are really struggling and there's a chance that y'all could be like the number one seed, meaning everything goes through Buffalo. So if y'all mess around and get that one seed, y'all get that bye week, all you got to do is win 2 games and you're in the Super Bowl. So I really feel like they have a really strong chance to win. But it's going to come down to we know the NFL is a war of attrition as far as injuries. So I know you guys had Big Ed Oliver struggling with an injury. But as long as y'all can keep y'all main guys healthy, like the Gregor Rousseaus, I know y'all have Matt Milano. He's a linebacker I really like. He's been dealing with injuries. He's dealt with injuries his whole career. I really feel like that's the biggest thing is you guys remaining healthy. If you guys can stay healthy, I think y'all could easily be a team that's in the Super Bowl or coming out of the AFC because, like I said, it's looking glim for a lot of teams. And these other teams like Kansas City, Baltimore's of the world, the Pittsburgh Steelers of the world, I don't really see anybody standing in you guys' way. I mean, New England, they did beat you guys, but I really feel like y'all might end up splitting with them, even though they beat y'all in that game. And we know how division matchups go as far as the Dolphins, Patriots, the teams in y'all division, y'all know each other very well. We lost to Carolina. We 0-2 in our division. The Falcons, we lost to Carolina and we lost to Tampa. But even with us, 9 times out of 10, we're probably going to end up splitting with those teams. So just to keep it short, I think you guys got a real chance to be Super Bowl contenders. Y'all just got to stay healthy, to be honest. Now, one thing I will say, and I'll give it back to UK with Josh Allen, I want to see him slide a little bit more. Yes, he's a big physical guy, but I think that New England put a lot of hits on him, and I didn't like that he was taking a lot of punishment in that last game. I would like to see him run out of bounds or quarterback slide. Don't take that punishment on because that's how injuries happen. And we've seen what happened with Big Cam Newton when he was in the league, taking on a lot of those unnecessary hits that end up affecting his career. So that's one thing I will say about Josh Allen. He's a special player, but I like to see him get down and protect himself a little bit more.
Mm. All right, Don, man, what you got, man?
Pretty much what you said. Yeah, this is a good year for Buffalo. If they're trying to make it to Miami, well, I'm sorry, San Francisco. They're trying to make it to San Francisco. They got a best chance this year because Kansas City, they struggling right now. Cincinnati, they just brought in Joe Flacco because they don't think, Burrow can stay healthy the whole season. And Baltimore, I don't even really see Baltimore division. I just really don't see them winning it. So if you guys can stay healthy, mainly, man, I would really like for Joe Brady, and I know Joe Brady's more of a pass type of guy, but James Cook is a good runner. Like, y'all need to feature him more. Like,
very good running back.
Rely on the run game. And I'm not saying that, and I'm not a Georgia fan. I know I'm from Atlanta, but I'm not a Georgia fan. But James Cook is a great running back. And if y'all can feature him more, that'll put a
Yeah, and if I can.
Go ahead. Oh.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. But yeah, if I can, though, I agree with you about James Cook. Now, James Cook, to me, is a very good back. The thing that I have an issue with is last week, Sean McDermott made mention to Joe Brady about reducing the load of James Cook. And so that's why we seen him with only like 15 touches in the game against the Patriots, when to me, he's the engine behind that offense. I mean, I know we got Josh Allen, but that offense now under Brady first. And so they're starting to try to pull back a little bit, I guess, trying to save him for the playoffs. But to me, once that run game is negated, you know, they don't really have, in my opinion, the dogs, the horses outside the perimeter in the receiving room to really make things happen on their own without them being schemed open. You know, and so we saw it against the Patriots. I mean, the Patriots, they play that too high shell. They were able to stop the run, and then Josh was scrambling. Guys weren't getting open, and he's almost scrambling, trying to give guys time to, you know, get open in the scramble drill. Our receiving room is not great. They're adequate, but they're not great. They're not Steph Diggs, guys like that who can beat you one-on-one. They have to. If you're going to lessen the load of James Cook, who this offense runs through, you're going to pose some problems for the offense going forward. So I hope they fix that going forward, especially in this game right here.
And another thing too, man, if I get it, that philosophy of you want to keep James Cook healthy because running backs are prone to get injured. But it's week 5 right now, so week 5 or week 6. But you guys may need to make a trade or even find a serviceable running back in free agency that could kind of help carry the load a little bit of James Cook. But that's the thing, you guys got to rely on that run game, man. Rely on the run game, the RPO, do stuff like that. Y'all will be fine. And the thing is, man, my formula for you guys to make the Super Bowl, you guys, like Drew said, y'all got to be number 1 seed. Number 1 seed. Look, the Super Bowl, the road to the Super Bowl goes to Buffalo, and it'd be great for y'all to kind of close out Ralph Wilson Stadium. I know it's called Highmark, whatever it is called. I don't know what it's called these days.
Yeah, it's Highmark. It's Highmark now, but it's always been a Ralph.
I call Ralph Wilson Stadium. All right, that when I played Madden and when I watched the game, it's Ralph Wilson Stadium. It'd be great. Y'all close that stadium out because y'all moving into y'all new home next year, and then y'all get the trip to San Francisco and potentially, you know, win y'all first Super Bowl title.
Yeah, man. You sound more optimistic about the Bills than I do, to be honest.
But the thing is, though, man, it's all about getting hot at the right time. And like last year, y'all just can't beat Kansas City. That's the problem. And I think,
it's coaching.
Out of all these, I think they are on a decline, but they could very well be back in the Super Bowl this year. They could be, but I think the only team that could overthrow Kansas City is you guys. Like, it just happens sometimes, you know, with Jordan. Jordan could never beat the Pistons, but finally he did it. And he beat them, and guess what?
Yeah.
He won 6 titles.
Yeah, like you said, that being the biggest obstacle right there.
Peyton Manning couldn't beat the Patriots. And what happened in that 06 season? Beat them, and then he won his first Super Bowl title. So it's possible. It just takes time, you know.
Exactly. All right, Mike. Like I said, I'll let you go ahead. Let you go ahead and kick us off, man. What do you think about this Falcons Bills matchup on Monday Night Football, man? Let you go ahead and kick us off, and then Red gonna go right after you.
No, you gonna really sit up and tell that damn lie? They don't have a chance to beat Kansas City with their wide receiver core. It ain't happening. I'm with you, real.
But
it
like
ain't happening. No wide receiver are back. They are average at best.
I'm not really worried about the receivers, man. If they can run you ain't paid attention to what I said. If they can run
they ain't beat Kansas City.
See, now we're talking.
Now they ain't beat Kansas City. They not beating until one of the wide receivers step up and actually want to be one of the best in the league. They ain't beating no top league. And they ain't beating no top team. I don't think they can beat the damn the Patriots for what I saw. Those wide receivers are bad. I'm like, you may see somebody Shakur, but that like Shakur, whatever the hell the damn man. Okay. Fake ass Tupac, like it ain't happening. Not like that wide receiver core is not good. It's not. You're gonna have to run the ball. You better trade for Tyler Algier. Give us a second round pick for him. We'll give it $1. That's the best y'all got. Cause that defense with Ed Oliver with his up and down ass, and if you got them poor ass wide receivers, it's not happening. They're going to need Josh Allen to be on an all world. I'm talking about going towards the end of the year. He has to be on an all war pace in order to win. They don't have a chance. They don't have a chance. I don't like the coaching staff. I don't like the coaching staff.
But you was going in.
Go ahead.
There we go.
All right.
Go ahead. Like that. Not with that wide receiver.
So you were going in on the receivers. Now look, I'm a Jets fan. All right, I'm a Jets fan. But you're going on here, you ain't anything like this now without me saying nothing back. Now let me say this. At the end of the day, regardless of the type of wide receivers we have on the field, Josh Allen still get it done. He had the same wide receiver core this year as he did last year. They would wait. See, as long as we got 17, we still going to be contenders. Now, as an objective fan, I'm saying this. I think our weakness is our defense. We're going to get it done offensively. I'm not worried about that. We can get it done with average guys. Everybody eats. But I'm saying, and defensively, we're worse this year than we were last year. And our defense done. Josh Allen does enough to win the game, but at the end of the game, the Bills defense poops the bed. So that's what I'm saying. The defense of the Buffalo Bills is not where it needs to be. But now, as far as the Falcons, are still great. And I don't think you guys got the dogs on your squad to hold 17 in check. Can't nobody really do it. The only people who can beat the Buffalo Bills are the Buffaloes. We saw Larry Glaze out there first because the offense wasn't up to par that game. They had turnovers. You can't open 3 turnovers in the game. You're not going to do that. That's characteristic of this team that's won I don't know how many games at home at Highmark. So what I'm saying is this. If the Buffalo Bills offense is in check, y'all got a long game for it. Monday night, y'all better get ready for
it. What? All right, Drew. What? It's your turn, man. How you feel about this matchup, man?
To be honest with you,
y'all quiet,
Rev,
y'all quiet.
I really feel like I'm hearing a lot of people talking about the Falcons need to be worried, about the Bills coming in because you guys lost and y'all gonna be upset about losing. But to be honest, I really feel like the Falcons are the better team. And I know a lot of people are gonna be like, well, why do you feel that way? I really feel like the only position that y'all have the upper hand is the quarterback position. Like Mike was saying, if we compare James Cook to Bijan, I think we got the upper hand there. Even though James Cook is a really good back, he's not better than Bijan. When I look at your receivers, it's no contest. Like Drake London, Mooney, it's no contest. Y'all got Coleman, the kid out of Florida State, but he hasn't developed. And to me, he's not really a great route runner. He's just a big body guy. I do give you guys Kincaid and Knox at that, the 2 tight ends that you guys have. But we have Kyle Pitts, and Kyle Pitts don't really take a back seat to anybody. So I think with the Falcons, what it's going to come down to in this game, to be honest with you, is coaching. The Falcons' biggest problem is not that we don't have talent. We have the cream of the crop when you talk about talent. Our problem is our coaches. The coaches hold this talent back where a lot of people, they look at the Falcons. The media, the national media really doesn't watch Falcons games, to be honest with you. But just to look at it, I really feel like the difference is the coaching staff. Sean McDermott is a really good coach. So it's a reason why Buffalo has been right there at knocking on the door every year, possibly to get to the Super Bowl AFC Championship game. It's because he's a really, really good head coach. You guys are trying to get over the hump. But if the Falcons come in and we play our game, which is running the football, Buffalo is not the best at stopping the run. And if we come out with the same mentality that New England had, that we're going to hit Josh Allen anytime he touches the ball, we're going to punish him for trying to run, we're going to punish him for trying to extend plays. If you watch that game against New England, they gave every team in the NFL the blueprint to beat the Buffalo Bills. And that blueprint is you beat up Josh Allen in that opposing Bills offense. You be physical with him. There was a couple of personal fouls where I thought were kind of like edgy plays where they hit him after the play and stuff like that. But we know what type of coach Mike Vrabel is. He's an old school minded type head coach. He played in New England under Bill Belichick. Those are old school type guys, and that's what they did in that game. It's like anytime you run an option RPO, make sure y'all hit Josh Allen to the point where a point in the game he was limping. So that's my thing about it. It's like in this game, Josh Allen, we have a lot of athletes. So if he tries to run, we have a Jalen Walker, we have a Devon Diablo, we have guys that can chase him down. So it's not the Falcons of the old where we didn't have guys that can, that were athletic enough to keep him in the pocket. Our problem is we can't get ultra aggressive in this game and run past Josh Allen, because that's what we have been known to do. Is we create gaps where quarterbacks can escape because we're so aggressive that sometimes we over pursue. That's the only thing that I'm worried about in this game is the over pursuit, that we're blitzing a lot and trying to get after him to the point where it's like, oh man, you leave the back door open and Josh Allen runs up, he finds a crease, he hits that crease. Outside of that, we're one of the fastest teams as far as on defense and athletically. So I'll leave it at that. So I'm not too worried about him running. I'm just worried about us over pursuing and not staying in our gaps and our lanes, keeping that gap integrity. If we keep our integrity, then I think we have a chance.
The quickest thing I say about this matchup is, like you said, it just come down. Look. We want Josh Allen to be Superman around here. But if he tries to be Superman, reckless stuff happens.
You don't want that. You don't want that, man. You don't want that. You don't want Josh to have to go. You don't want him to have to go in there.
Oh, trust me, we got the kryptonite for that, so we good on that. We, like I said, we got it. Trust me, we got it.
Everybody say the same thing. Again, I told you the Patriots didn't tell everybody how to beat the Bills. Okay, they just told you if you force turnovers, that's the turnover margin. 3 turnovers. We couldn't overcome the turnovers and the penalties in that game. We beat ourselves. If we didn't have those penalties, I think it was like 11 penalties or something like that. It was a crazy amount. Uncharacteristic. Bills haven't had that in a long time. And 3 turnovers, you're going to lose the game. I don't care how good you are. So if the Bills clean that up, I'm telling you right now, that game is completely different. And though I respect the Falcons and what they got going on, your defense is very young. So you want to try to get hyped up for the game and over pursue all you want. Josh Allen is going to kill you. He does it to every single team that he plays. He's going to eventually, when Josh puts on that cape, can't nobody stop him. Nobody. Without them beating themselves, you cannot stop him like that. The team the only people who can beat him are themselves. The defense of the Bills, again, is my concern. So let's look at the Falcons offense, because this is where, I would give y'all a lot of respect for this. All right, because you were talking earlier about the weapons versus the Bills' weapons. I agree with you on that. Wide receiver for wide receiver, I get the push to the Falcons. Bijan, get the push to Bijan. All right, but O-line, I get the push to the Bills. But what I'm saying is this. Now, defensively, this is the Bills' issue on this team. They can't stop the run. And so unless they man up this game, it's going to be a very, very long game. Now, you want to know how to beat the Bills? Here's how you do it. You run the ball and keep Josh Allen on the sideline. That's how you beat him, because the defense can't stop anybody. So if a back like Bijan Robinson gets going and the Bills' defense can't stop the run, that's how you successfully beat the team, is because the defense is hot garbage and Josh is sitting on the sideline having to play a close game. That's how you beat him. And that's my concern going into this game, is if the Bills defense is able to make some corrections to stop Bijan Robinson, who's far better than what the Patriots rolled out. We've got injuries across the defense, but I'm not making excuses. They're just facts. But still, even with these guys coming back, if we get Ed Oliver back, I just don't think that we have enough to stop the run this year. We're going to have to sell out against it. And then on top of that, we've got our cornerbacks. We've got secondary is not good. I think last game before the Patriots game, we were the number one, finger quotes, pass defense in the NFL. That was hot garbage. That's because of who we played. I'm telling you right now, our cornerbacks are a liability. Christian Benford, our CB1, who we just paid, extended, he's playing, in my opinion, cautious, because he's prone to get concussions. I've watched him. He looks like he's not really getting in there like he used to. So I'm concerned about that. Cornerback 2, Tre'Davious White, old man getting beat left, right, center, up and down like a drum. He can't cover anybody at this stage in his career. Our cornerback that we drafted in the first round, Maxwell Harrison, has been injured. He's on other cornerback that we drafted, Dorian Strong. He's now out and for the foreseeable future with a neck injury. So our depth is depleted. If there's one area you guys want, pick your poison for the Falcons offense. Either you want to run the ball down the throat or you want to pass it. Pick your poison, because I think it's going to happen. They don't have anybody who's going to stop the run. If they do stop the run, I don't feel like they're capable enough of even stopping the pass. Drake London, Kyle Pitts can go off on them. And then we've got our linebackers are susceptible. They're injured too. Matt Milano's injured. We are completely depleted in our defense. So that's how you guys are going to beat the Bills offense. Keep Josh on the sideline. That's how it's going to happen.
All right. Do you remember what happened in 2022 and 2023? When y'all played the Jets, y'all split with them, right? Them 2 years, right?
Yeah.
All right. You remember who the defensive coordinator was, right? For the Jets.
Hold on.
Go ahead, Don.
Do you remember who the defensive coordinator for the Jets back in 2022 and 2023?
Finish your point.
Jeff Ulbrich.
What you got?
Yeah, Jeff Ulbrich, he kind of, neutralized Josh Allen a few times in his tenure up there as a defensive coordinator. So he knows Josh Allen very well. And he knows that offense very well that Joe Brady's been running for the past few years. So it's like people thinking that we just gonna get blown out, and if we do, it'll be coaching.
Who said that?
Huh?
I guess he asked you who said that.
Blown out. Because last time I looked, what's the spread?
It's a lot of people. I don't look.
Yeah. Who said the Bills? Who said y'all gonna get blown out?
I've seen it on Twitter. I've seen it on Twitter. People, and it's not even Bills fans. It's just people who just football fans. But like, my thing is, I'm a coaching expert. I look at coaches where they've been and where they came from, and that's the one thing coaches do. We study the game. We study other teams, how their philosophies and their schemes. So I don't think this game is going to be a blowout. I think this game is going to be kind of close. But like you said, whoever wins the turnover margin, and whoever has least amount of penalties, I think they'll come out victorious. Now, y'all run defense is not good. So if Zach Robinson if Zach Robinson games playing well and featured Bijan a lot in this game, yeah, I really think that we should have the lead, and we should hold the lead quite well in this game.
Go ahead, Mike.
Don't want to treat you wrong.
Really? We singing now?
Yeah.
Ain't much.
That's
a good one.
I'm saying all that to say this, man.
What?
I love the fact that you got you believe in Superman. I believe in mysteries, and I believe in make believe in comic books too. I'm a Star Wars fan. I'm named as one of the biggest villains there is in Senator Palpatine. I love the fact that you believe in Superman. I really do believe it. I believe it. But I just know for a fact that even though you believe in Superman, you know there's a problem with Superman. He does have a weakness, right? It's that kryptonite. And I think the kryptonite with this team is that Josh can kind of get Josh Allen can kind of get into a game where, and a lot of it happened with the Atlanta Falcons. I don't know what it is with Josh Allen and the Atlanta Falcons. He has some pretty good numbers against him, but he makes a lot of mistakes. At least the game that we played with him. I love Josh Allen as a quarterback. I love his growth from his first 2 to 3 years in the league. The growth that I've seen from him, it's been impressive. But I think when you look at the Buffalo offense, I don't think they're doing a good job of putting the right pieces around him so the offense can go to another level. I think they need to find another piece offensively, and I think maybe that is a running back because I like Cook. I love Cook coming out of Georgia, obviously, but I just like for me, I just don't feel good. I don't fear anything about this Buffalo team outside of Josh Allen, and I think he could very well have one of those games where he's just unstoppable. He's that type of player, but the Atlanta Falcons' issue this year has not been they can't stop opposing offenses. And I'm talking about talented guys like Justin Jefferson. He's arguably one of the best wide receiver in the game, and the Atlanta Falcons did a wonderful job against him in prime time. Defensively, they're getting after the quarterback. They're a lot more athletic up front. So I think when you just look at the matchups in itself with the offense, the wide receiving core, the running backs, the linebackers, the defensive front, I think the Atlanta Falcons do a wonderful job of designing an offense that's good for our offensive linemen. That spells a lot of trouble for the Buffalo Bills defense. Like these guys are physical. Chris Lindstrom is a damn animal. Okay, that dude's a freaking animal. So I think this is going to be another one of those games where it's going to come down to Jude's favorite quote. And will you quote that for me, Jude?
The trenches.
That's it. That's it. The trench. This is going to be a trench game.
Josh Allen is enough.
Josh Allen ain't gonna be enough.
Josh Allen
He's not gonna be enough.
And,
He is
out of
not gonna be
respect, I
enough.
mean,
Hold on.
he's enough. He's enough.
People keep
You
thinking
guys,
about. People keep thinking
you
about.
guys played Jaden Daniels. Okay, Jaden Allen. You guys got your tails whooped by Carolina Panthers. Okay, so what I'm saying is this: I respect what you guys bringing to the table, but all I'm saying is that Josh Allen is him. He's a different kind of dude, and you ain't never played him like this before. But the only thing up in this game is that you're facing one of the NFL's worst defenses. This run defense is bad. So y'all should be able to run at ease with them against them. Now, what'll be funny is they run the ball. Because then if y'all can't run the ball, that's a different story. And so I'm curious to see that is probably going to play this game. I think he's coming back there. I think the Bills got a fire lit on themselves. We'll see if they're able to do it because there's times when they make flashes and they're able to stop the run early. Okay, offense has typically been prone to making game-changing play against the Ravens. You know when they made that play against Derrick Henry, he ran all over him. But you can never count this team out. It's always going to be something, and if it gets close, there could be play made. Okay. As an objective Bills fan, I'll say this: I just don't see it defensively for us to be able to stop you guys. If we do, I'll be completely shocked. I think this could be a shootout type of game. I think the offense is going to we never know that. You guys can get to the Patriots. You guys can say who you have that's going to stop the Bills offense. Okay, nobody's really done that. The Bills have stopped themselves. Look at last game. They stopped those of the most penalties and 3 turnovers in a game. That's uncharacteristic. Joshua, crazy reception in that game. It was 2 fumbles, but other people, 2 fumbles. So you can't throw on Josh like, oh, Josh is, he's the same sugar high Josh he was before and all that. No, he ain't that. If you have dink and dunk all on the field, we'll just buy that cut. But don't let this game close. That's all I'm saying. Don't let it be close. And it's in the fourth quarter. You got to rely on Josh Allen to win the game or Michael Penix. Who do you trust based on the resume or Josh Allen?
Now, if you talk about just over that,
Don't believe that lie. You got to tell yourself.
Can I go?
Go ahead.
Can I go?
Go ahead. What you got?
We don't need to put on cake.
Right.
I don't need to put on. Michael Penix don't need to put on the cake because he got Drake. He got Kyle.
He ain't got no cake to put on in the first place.
He got Bijan Robinson.
Michael Penix.
He don't need to put on the cake.
He can't go on.
He don't need one. We got Jesus Christ, okay? We got Jesus Christ in our team. Jesus Christ is the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. We got all 3 of them, okay? We got all of them. You got Jesus Christ. You can go worship that rock right over there in Buffalo. You can go worship him. I will give you that. Josh Allen is a bad mother. Shut your mouth. He's a bad mother. I'm not denying any of that. He can take over a game single-handedly. Hold on, just give me a minute because you went after my quarterback. I'm a quarterback guy. You're not gonna disrespect my guy like that now. You're not gonna disrespect Michael Penix like that. Okay, I know his name is Michael Penix, okay? But that's a bad mamma jamma. Okay, that's a bad guy. That's a bad guy. So don't think for once that guy, Michael Penix, cannot single-handedly take over the game himself because we've seen what he's capable of this year. Michael Penix is not Josh Allen. Josh Allen is capable of taking over the game himself. You're absolutely right. But do not look past that number 9 because when he take that thing off, all of y'all going to be wondering, what in the hell did I just see?
And I want to say this too. I want to say this real quick. Like, and I know you brought up the game on this past Sunday night when y'all played against New England. All right. Yeah, I made a lot of mistakes in that game. True enough. But this New England Patriots team is not the same team that we've been seeing the past few years. Like, Vrabel is actually a good coach. And Vrabel, this is why they hired Vrabel to bring that Patriots way type of culture back to Foxborough. So I'm not saying New England's gonna win the division this year. I'm not saying that, but their team is on the incline. I can see them possibly making a wild card next year, but this year, they'll be an average team. But like, look again, New England, they came to Orchard Park this Sunday night, and they took care of business. Yes, y'all made some mistakes. Mistakes happen in every game. So we have a lot of mistakes in a lot of games, and we still end up winning them. So that's what I got to say with that part right there.
All right, Drew, man, go ahead and add to this, man.
How many mistakes you guys made against Panthers in one?
And who?
Look, I'm just like everybody does make mistakes. It's hard in the National Football League for any team to overcome penalty and the turnover margin. It's hard to overcome that. If the Bills had played cleanly in the first half, when the defense was playing basically well in the half against the Patriots, at one time it was 3 crazy. But we can't have 2 things that match, which is crazy with the Bills. When the offense is good, defense is bad. If the defense is good, the offense is playing bad. We can't have them together. same time. I don't understand that. It's playing together where they weren't playing complementary ball. But if the Bills can play a clean game offensively against the Falcons, I'm telling you now, a blowout. But I'm putting all my chips on my team. Okay, I think it's going to be a shootout game. To be honest, that's kind of what I think. And again, and I've seen some people in here talking about, he ain't been. Look, I ain't got no disrespect to the Falcons, none whatsoever. I'm giving y'all some credit because I'm saying that y'all can probably do whatever you want to do offensively because our defense is just number 17. And I'm saying this: if he gets a chance and the game is close, I'm putting my chips on Josh Allen because he's proven to be able to come back in the clutch and win the game when the game is on the line. That's all I'm saying. But y'all got some players, man. I got a ton of respect for the Falcons, man. Bijan, Drake London, Pitts. I mean, y'all got the dudes right there. And so I'm concerned for our defense. Defensively, for you guys, I think you guys are young, but you got a lot of talent.
The biggest thing that I look at when it comes to this matchup, this matchup,
for the challenge.
Right. The biggest thing I look at this matchup is how much do they fear Josh Allen? Because that, like you said, especially when you're talking about a lot of young players and you're talking about a Monday night game. Like I said, the maturation of the young players on defense is definitely going to head start into something for the rest of the year here because for the simple fact, like I said, Josh Allen's reputation supersedes a lot of things. We all agree on that.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, you can't play him scared. Like you said, you go after him. You got, like I said, if he's going to beat you, you got to make him beat you. Don't let anybody else beat you. Make him beat you. But Falcons also have one issue that we kind of solved the last game we played, but we have to continue it.
I barely heard that last part on there. My bad, guys.
No. What I said was, with the young players we have on our defense, we cannot play. They can't be in awe of Josh Allen. If Josh Allen has to be Superman, you make him be. You got to make him beat you. Don't let anybody else beat you. But the biggest thing that the Falcons have to do in this game is we have to score touchdowns, regardless of what. Field goals are not going to win this game. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I got on that. Drew, go ahead, man.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we got you.
Okay, boy. Okay, bro. So basically what I say about this game, and I hear what he's saying, but I think that's the Bills' biggest problem. And that's what Mike was referring to. Is to me, they rely too much on Josh Allen. Football is a team game. So like in this game, I'm not necessarily concerned about Josh Allen. Like I know what Josh Allen is. I know what he's capable of. It's really going to be the guys around Josh Allen that's going to have to raise their level.
His mic is off.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
I can hear
I think he
you.
having some technical issues.
Oh, okay. Yeah. But basically, I'm just saying, I think that he's going to have to raise his level of the guys around Josh Allen going to have to raise their level of play if they're going to get to where they're trying to get to or even win this game. I'm not really worried about Josh Allen. I really feel like if you look at that New England game, the reason I said that the New England gave the blueprint on how to beat Josh Allen and the Bills is basically they formed a game plan where it's like we're gonna hit Josh Allen every time he touches the ball. Whether he has the ball, if he tries to take off, we're gonna hit him. We're gonna be physical with him. We're gonna make him pay anytime he tries to make plays. So I really feel like that's what it's gonna be because they know that he's the engine that makes that team go. So I really feel like what you're saying when you kept saying like, if the game is on the line and Josh Allen has the ball. Well, the thing about the Falcons is our calling card is taking the ball away. So I believe that Jesse Bates, Watts, one of those guys gonna come away with an interception. One of those guys gonna call a strip fumble. Well, guess what? If your defense can't stop a nosebleed, then we stop y'all and we score again, like when we make y'all chase points. That really could take James Cook and that running game out of the game. So I really feel like that's what I want the Falcons to do in this game is be in attack mode, similar to what we've seen with the Patriots. Attack Josh Allen, force some turnovers. If you can do that and you can double up and put more points on the board, I really don't feel like you guys throwing passing game. I don't necessarily trust you guys, wide receivers and tight ends. I think you guys have good players, but I feel like they put too much on Josh Allen's plate. That's just my point of view from it. I love Josh Allen. I think he's a great player, but I think everybody around him is going to have to take some weight off of his shoulders because if everything just revolves around him, the Falcons are going to play team ball. That's the same thing New England did. Their game plan was hit Josh Allen every time he touches the rock and try to force turnovers and run the football and not make mistakes. If you look at that game in New England, they didn't turn the ball over. Well, if the Falcons come into this game with that same game plan we had against Washington where we ran the ball first, that's why Mike is saying that Michael Penix doesn't have to be Superman because we literally can hand the ball to Bijan, hand the ball to Tyler Algier, play action off of that. And because you're saying that your defense can't stop anybody, that's where the game could actually get out of hand. Like I think Josh Allen is good enough to keep y'all in the game. But if we force turnovers, if you go look at that Carolina game that you're talking about, that's what happened to us in that Carolina game. We turned the ball over. We didn't run the ball. So we played into their hands. So that's what I'm saying. If the Falcons come in here with our A game, I think the Falcons can play with anybody in the league, including Josh Allen and the Bills, because we have the weapons. It's just about what Falcons team is going to show up.
All right, Don. The questions. Okay, I guess this is your time to take over the questions, man.
All right. So, Rev was so how did you become a Buffalo Bills fan, and who's your favorite all-time Buffalo Bills player?
All-time Buffalo Bills player for me.
Yeah.
It's got to be Thurman Thomas.
Why did I know you was gonna say that? I knew you was gonna say that.
Guy I always just looked up to, man. How you know that, man?
Because
How you know that?
I got a feeling what type of fan you are. I'll say that.
Nah, Thurman Thomas. Thurman Thomas was the engine that could. He the engine that could at that time, boy. I ain't gonna tell no lie on that.
All right. Drew, who's your favorite Buffalo Bills player?
That's tough. I mean, they had some really good guys, throughout the years. On defense, you got to go with a guy like Bruce Smith, just because his longevity in the game. He was one of those guys at the defensive end. You guys know that I love the trenches, so I have to say Bruce Smith is one of those guys. Offense, a lot of people might have forgotten, but Marshawn Lynch started with the Buffalo Bills. So I like Marshawn Lynch when he was started off with the Bills, just because Marshawn Lynch is that dude, physical, can do everything as far as running the ball. He didn't really get his name until he went to Seattle, but even with the Bills, he was a dog coming in. So he's one of the guys that I think a lot of people forget he was a Buffalo Bill prior to being a Seattle Seahawk.
Nice.
All right, Mike, who's your favorite one?
Believe it or not,
yeah, I respect that for sure.
Believe it or not, I was a huge Andre Reed fan. Jim Kelly, obviously with JK, Mr. Kelly, they definitely had that chemistry. But I was a huge Andre Reed fan. That trio, Kelly, Reed, and Thurman Thomas, like I said, that was one of my favorite. Before I mean, Peyton Manning came along, like that was my team that I love to watch is the Buffalo Bills. I could say that I was a huge fan of the Buffalo Bills before Peyton Manning. But yeah, I gotta say Andre Reed, man. He a lot of the same qualities that Terrence Mathis had. Like both of those guys was just They weren't super crazy athletic, but those guys just know how to get open. Like they were pros at that wide receiver position. For me, I got to say Reed.
Nice.
What about you, K-Star?
It's a tough one, man. But I know for me, defensively, I'm going to go Antoine Winfield. Antoine Winfield, to me, represented a guy that didn't look the part.
Okay.
But try it if you want to try it. He was one of the most physical corners that was in the league for a guy that was that size. And for those fans that may not have seen him, just think of Brent Grimes, but a lot more athletic.
Okay.
But I also have another one too, and it's Takeo Spikes.
Why you didn't lead off with that? Like you should have just led off. You know you wanted to say that first.
I'm surprised you didn't say Takeo Spike.
Yeah, like I do get he loves to spike. He loves spike.
I like Takeo Spikes, but the thing is, I'm a big Antoine Winfield fan. Antoine Winfield Senior fan. So I had to do it.
Kind of shocked that way you went that route. I thought you were gonna say Spike first.
I mean, they had a lot of like I said. I may not have watched football right around the heydays of like that about like with Reed and everything about right now. But from what the football like I saw, like I said, the Antoine Winfield Jr., Dante Whitner, he was a headhunter. Takeo Spikes, Pat Williams, Sam Adams. Like I said, they got a culture of defense up in Buffalo, and just based off of what Bennett. Like I said, it personified what the Bills Mafia fans were, which was the gritty players. And to me, Antoine Winfield Sr. represented that.
All right. Well, I'm a tight end person. So my favorite Buffalo Bills player of all time is Remisma.
And what school did he go to, Don?
Don't start that shit, man. He played in the late 90s.
Hold on, you say Jay Remisma?
Yeah. Yes.
He talking about tight end.
Yes, he was a good tight end. I know who he is, but he played a pivotal role in that Buffalo team in the late 90s. Am I lying?
I don't like I said. I don't.
I'm tired, y'all. I'm tired. I'm tired.
I just asked what school he went to, as to why we say this, because everybody knows that's the running joke around here.
What you talking about?
Oh, okay.
Of course,
but
we know.
But no, he was a great tight end though. Like, dude, like when he was great at run blocking.
He really believes himself right now. That's the shocking part.
What'd you say? He was a great tight end.
A blocking tight end.
Because he went to Michigan. That's why he said that, man. We're going to go ahead.
Okay. Now it makes sense. Now it makes sense.
Yeah.
It does.
All right.
Hey, man. Shoot. Like I said, we're going to go ahead. You got anything else, Don, you want to add to it? Or you want to go ahead and start winding it down, man?
Going to wind it on down, man.
All right, man. We're going to go and wind it on down, man. Hey, Rev, man. Appreciate you coming in with us, talking football, man. Hey, like I said, hey, you're welcome anytime you want to come over here. Like you said, just to talk football, get some stuff off your chest, whatever you want to do, man. The door is open. Like I said, I think the people in here, they definitely appreciated you here, your knowledge of the game, the matchup itself. So Give you opportunity one more time to go ahead and plug yourself, man. You hear me, Rev?
Hold on, dude, man.
Okay.
Yes, sir, man.
Yeah, like I said,
Appreciate you
like I
guys.
said,
Follow me. You see it on the handle.
okay. And like I said, you see the handle on the screen, y'all. Like I said, we're gonna have the links in the community tabs on everybody's channels. I think I've already subscribed to
I'm
you. I
having some
think.
lag, bro. So I don't know if
Oh no, you good, man.
good looking out, man. Yeah, Rev on the mic, man. Much love to you guys, man. I appreciate y'all. Hey, the Falcons can't wait for it, man.
Monday Night Football, y'all.
Oh, you're ready for some football? A Monday night party.
I missed that theme song. I ain't gonna tell you no lie right there, boy. I missed that theme song.
What the hell is she talking about? Let's bring that back there. We need some Monday night football anthem. Not that whatever that. I don't know what the thing is. I don't even pay attention to it no more. Like a cheerleading theme song or something.
Is that get some Hank Williams or something in there, boy? That they get that,
Yeah.
that's how you really get Monday Night Football hype. All right, Drew, man, go ahead and give us a final word before we get up out of here, man.
Hey, Rev, man, we appreciate you joining us tonight, man. It was fun. Like I said, man, I just want to see a good football game. Wish you guys nothing but the best, but I really feel like we're gonna take it to y'all. This is a huge game for the Falcons. Like we know that we over here, we haven't been able to trust our coaching staff. So we on their neck. We on their neck that we want them to come out and run the football. You said it, Rev. You're not even a Falcons fan. You said y'all need to run the ball. That's the Falcons' identity. If I don't see Bijan Robinson touch the ball in the first script, I know that something's wrong. Within the first two plays, Bijan Robinson better be running the football. If he ain't touching the ball in the first drive, I already know. Okay, we on bull crap tonight. I already know. So that's how I judge these Falcons games. I know off rip. If Bijan don't touch the ball within the first two plays,
Y'all, we gonna get blown out if B Gun don't touch that ball in the first. We know y'all gonna win.
Look. It's gonna be hell. It's gonna be hell to pay if we coming out throwing the ball 13 times in the first 17 plays.
Boy,
exactly. It's gonna be fire and brimstone. I'm gonna leave it at that, Kitty. They know where to find me in already. Leave it at that.
Oh my bad, look, my bad, man. I'm trying to figure out what tea I'm gonna brew up tonight, man.
I got one thing though before we go.
Go ahead, man.
And Mike need to listen to this. Look, I dream broken dreams. I made them come true. I made them for you. That's all I gotta say.
really?
Drew McIntyre, really? We doing that?
Yeah.
Nah, that song is fire. No, that song is fire though. Like I said, that's my workout. That's one of my workout songs, by the way.
And we just gonna roll over and just let the business have it. I don't think that's like these coaches staff, believe it or not, man, they still not off the hook yet. Yeah, y'all beating Washington before the bye week, but no, this is
It's not good enough.
if you could beat a potential contending team in the Buffalo Bills, then yes, we may put our finger off the trigger.
I'm still on their neck. I don't want to hear that. Still on their neck. I want to hear that.
There
We
you
got
go,
to do it
Chicago Red, boy. You better go
Chicago Red
17 weeks. 17 weeks. I don't want to hear that. 17 weeks. You ain't off the hook. We beat the Bills.
Hold on, Drew. The gun's still gonna be in my hand. I'm just gonna take it off the trigger. But one false little move.
You gonna put it on? You gonna put the safety on? You gonna put the safety on?
Yeah, you gonna put the safety up.
Put the safety up. Yeah, because like I said, this is a nasty stretch of games we're about to go to. It's Buffalo, I think San Fran.
Yeah.
I think we got the Berlin game coming up here
Yeah,
in a couple weeks too. And the way Indianapolis is playing right now, Daniel Jones might win comeback player of the year the way that he playing right now. So, like I said, man,
ain't nothing to play with, man.
They not. But if the Falcons want to be taken for real, the first step is, like I said, you cannot wet the bed against Buffalo on Monday Night Football. So that's all I gotta say, man. Appreciate everybody coming in. I know we didn't read a lot of comments tonight. So reason I can't find my glasses, so I could barely see shit. So I decided not to read. But till next time, people, we ain't here to play.
Oh no.
Man, that's one of them good ass days. I can't find where my glasses at. I'm dead ass serious. I'm like, what the fuck? I watched the movie, went took a nap, and I'm looking for my glasses. I'm like, yeah, I'm getting old because I can't find them. But hey, man, that makes sure y'all go follow Rev on his channels and stuff. Like I said, man, we got
already subscribed, man.
Like I said, we're gonna have the links and stuff for y'all to follow. Like I said, man, make sure you look out for your brother right here, man. Check out a couple of his content. So, hey, he came in here talking his shit, and that's what y'all want to hear.
Oh, we love
That's what we love to do. And hey, man, get your rest of your night back. So we out. So we ain't here to play.
No.
We here to stay.
Ooh, yeah, dig it.
Much love to you, fella. Much love. Go Bills, baby. Bills Mafia. Get it.
You ain't got to go home.
Cut his mic. Cut his mic. It's time to go.
You ain't got to go home.
But you got to get the hell up out of here.
I was about to get on that Bill's hands. That's what's going to happen. All right, y'all. We out.
Oh, man.